All right, the sabbatical is now over, and yes, Jay Baldwin is returning to coaching after a wonderful career at Holy Trinity, re-entering back in now at Central Lee, where he is the new girls basketball coach. Jay, first off, why is this the right time and place to come back and re-enter the profession?
Well, I tell you, the backstory is I'm sure you probably see the way I walked here the last few years. Um, pain in my knee and hip had been really bad, and it's taken me away from doing what I like to do. And I had surgery, I had my knee replaced and my hip replaced this winter, and now it seems like I got the energy. I'm feeling better. Um, and my mind's a little clearer, so kind of excited to do something.
You touched on, this something. I mean, it's a team that turns all but three players from a squad that was a game away last year, and you get to coach arguably, if not inarguably, the best player in the entire region in Maya Mershman. What kind of scenario is this for you?
It's awesome. Like you can be the best coach in the world, but if you don't have talent, it doesn't make any. You can't do too much. And Maya is a lot like one of my players I used to have back in the Deal Aquinas days, Tara Cullen, and Maya can do a lot of things, and I'm excited to work with her and see what we can do. And the team seems to be built around her really well, so. I think probably the biggest thing would probably have to work on some depth. But talking to Lane, Lane's been really great. I've talked to him a couple times already. There's a lot of fun that can be had. A lot of fun, and that's what makes it all. That's what it's all about.
You don't enter this without expectations. Obviously, you always have expectations, or you wouldn't have been as successful as you were. But you come into this, and I think a lot of people think now you add you to this equation, and you'd be really good. I guess you probably wouldn't want that any other way, would you?
Well, no, and I appreciate that. Thank you. But I'll tell you the thing that probably put me over the top was they have probably the most passionate fans. I mean, they fill the stands. Their gym is filled every game, and that's one of the things I miss the most. I like those kind of games. I like maybe I'm not stable, but I enjoy that stuff. So there's nothing better than a Friday night smelling popcorn and the gym's packed and a big game. It's an adrenaline rush that I really enjoy.
Last one for you, my friend. What's kind of changed for you philosophically since we last saw you coach? Or do you change anything? Do you kind of play Jay Baldwin basketball, or do you kind of figure out what you got when you finally get in a gym at some point and then kind of work from there?
Yeah. No, we're talking to Jerry. Jerry knew me from way back when. Of course, we were rivals back in the day. And I don't think they want me to change too much. Now, again, you can't recruit, so you gotta get what mom and dad send you. So, we're gonna take a look and see. I know talking to Lane that there's some opportunities there to maybe get up and down the court, maybe do a little pressing, some of the exciting stuff that the kids like to do, and I love to do, and the crowd likes to do. So, I'm hoping that it'll be fun for everybody.
I lied to you. I got to ask you about Claire Hickey, because obviously anybody in Southeast Iowa knows what she was like there, and obviously had a pretty darn good run in limited stint at Quincy University. Just to be able to add her energy and her vision and her ability to relate to young girls at her age, that's an asset for you, isn't it?
Yes, ironically enough, they said they had a couple of young people that they were looking at, and they were hoping that maybe I could maybe mentor them and maybe show them so that maybe there could be a smooth segue for them to come in. So, with her background, I think that's perfect. And, I'm an old guy, so it's good to have some young blood on the bench to kind of maybe know what's going on and pick up the nuances of today's kids.